Welcome to another Inside Carolina Inside the Lines here from Dick Howser Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida, where North Carolina wins the series against Florida State in impressive fashion, but loses in a great ball game on Saturday afternoon. Tar Heels fall 5-4, win the series 2-1. Grace, I just thought it was impressive today how North Carolina was able to battle back, take the lead late on a Gavin Gallaher home run. But we'll work from the beginning this week. Jake Knapp, just another fantastic outing from the big guy.
I literally don't think I have any more original words to say about Jake Knapp. I think I've said and I've written probably almost everything there is to say other than that. He is just a monster. He is leading this team. He really is, I think, the poster player for what Scott Forbes just told us about this team is. They're really gritty. They're hard-nosed. He's done so much work to get to the point of where he is, and it's been showing off, and it paid off in spades for a huge Thursday night victory to set the tone. And then Jason DeCaro yesterday continues his trajectory of strong starts. They hit 7 off him, this Florida State lineup did, but they only turned it into 1 run, which just speaks to his game management involvement and what's happening right here between those ears when he's on the mound. And those 2 starters just paved the way for this UNC offense to take care of work.
Yeah, and Carolina wins those 2 games, of course, takes the series. You come into Saturday in a hot, steamy Tallahassee. I mean, folks, it is blistering hot down here. The most impressive thing for me watching this game, other than Carolina coming back and taking a lead late, was Aiden Houck comes out, struggles right out of the gate against Florida State's lineup, gives up the 3-run homer, and then settles in and puts up some zeros, gives Carolina an opportunity to have a chance late. Your thoughts on Houck? Because I think for North Carolina, we're at the point in the season, 50 games in, we know what we're getting from Jake Knapp. You know what you're getting from Jason DeCaro every game. Houck's going to be the key here, and I think this outing, while he didn't go as deep as you would like, I think he shows some things that can carry forward.
Oh, I 100% agree. The fastball, I think, is still a little bit flatter than he would like it, and he's got to work on how to pitch around that. But, I mean, this Florida State lineup, although they didn't score a ton this entire weekend, I think by my math it's about 9 runs, they're still so potent. Alex Lodis is probably going to win the Golden Spikes Award and be the National Player of the Year. He has a ton of RBIs. He leads the conference in a plethora of hitting categories. And the guys that hit behind him are not a joke either. And in that first inning, I believe it was Lodis, Williams, they both had hits. And then Miles Bailey, their standout freshman, who will probably be an All-American, hit them in with that large homer. But then after that, they didn't really do anything else against Aiden. He worked through it. I mean, he did work his pitch count up. And there was a few innings of, oh no, where the defense really came in to help strand some guys on the bases. But this is a really positive step forward for him, because if he can do that against a lineup like this, and the offense can keep them in the game, which they showed that they tried to until the very end, then that can be a recipe for success. And for them to do that in this environment, I mean, I wish you guys could hear it. It was rocking in this heat is so impressive.
Yeah, the challenge for North Carolina and Boshamer Stadium is to have an atmosphere like this. Florida State lost the first 2 games. Tyson Bass emptied the stadium yesterday with that mammoth shot that literally broke the TrackMan system.
TrackMan has nothing.
Yeah, the TrackMan just says changeup comes in, ball goes out, no more numbers. But for North Carolina to compete in this environment shows what you may have to do either in Omaha or on the road in the Super if it came to that somehow. I don't think those chances are very likely at this point.
According to Kendall Rogers of D1 Baseball, I believe that with this series win over number 2 Florida State on the road, UNC has locked up a top 8 seed.
Absolutely.
Obviously, he's not making the bracket, but if anyone can really say that with pretty definite stances, it is Kendall Rogers.
Absolutely. So North Carolina wins the series, locks up a double bye in the ACC tournament. Forbes told us here on the field they want to try to win the ACC tournament, but the number 1 goal at this point is a regional win and a Supers win to get back to Omaha. Grace, a couple things before we get out of here. Sawyer Black.
I can't wait.
I mean, Sawyer Black comes out. He hasn't had an at-bat since March. He had the hamate issue. They talked about getting his bat speed back up, and he absolutely hammered a pitch here, a fastball here, deep into the Florida State parking lot behind right field. Just an amazing performance.
Yes, I believe the metrics on that were 97 out of the hand of Peyton Prescott, and then I believe it was 106 off the bat and 403 out of the stadium. I mean, for him to do that on his first pitch back, again, we've talked about this environment a lot. In this environment, and if people don't know, the hamate bone injury, you don't know about it, and then once someone has it, it seems like everyone you know has it, and it can really, really hinder the batter's bat speed, because the recovery is basically how much pain can you take? When can you get the bat speed back? When are you going to be comfortable in your swing? And we've seen guys like Alberto Osuna take a long time coming back from it. I believe Alex Madera had it, and he was back pretty much in his Alex Madera form, but I mean, this is a loud reintroduction to Sawyer Black, and this can be huge for them going forward, because that DH spot has just been so volatile.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more. Speaking of loud, they're telling us we need to get out of here as they clean this stadium after the series. Top 5 series. Carolina gets the series win 2-1, heads back to Chapel Hill. We'll play either Thursday or Friday in the ACC tournament, depending on the final seedings. That's Grace Nugent. I'm Tommy Ashley. Johnny T-shirt for all your swag when you come back to the Bosch. We'll talk to Forbes on Monday and have plenty more coverage of Carolina baseball.
We'll see you back in North Carolina.